Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Got a bit of Neil Diamond for you this evening. Thank you very much for listening. I sure hope you enjoy this song. It is fine, the sun shines most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm trees grow and rents are low, but you know I keep trying, making my way back. Well, I'm New York City, born and raised, but nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one else, and no one hurt at all, not even a chill. I am my cry, I am said I. And I can't even survive, leaving me lonely still. Did you ever read about a frog who dreamed about becoming a king? And then he became one. Well, except for the names of a few were changing. If you talk about me, the story stays the same. But I've got an emptiness deep inside, and I've tried, but it won't let me go. And I'm not a man who likes to swear, but I never can for the sound of being alone. I am myself to no one else, and I am hard at all, not even a chill. I am my cry, I am said I. And I am lost, and I can't even say why. I am myself, I am my cry, and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Thank you very much. Now, on to your regularly scheduled program with Dawn and Freddy S. It's the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Have a lovely day out there. Thank you very much.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S, are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S.
Welcome to Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Camel Day.
Whoever named that, by the way.
I think it was Baxton.
How'd you like that song?
The man in blue, he purposely, they colored him in blue.
Blue light, purple light, they got them all
And you have him buying blue
Loompa-Loompa-ish.
milk.
Blue milk is a thing. I forget what company's doing it, but in honor of May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, blue milk is coming out.
Really?
I actually heard there's a job opening. They're looking for people who have never seen any of the Star Wars 9 movies.
Me.
You've never seen any of them? You can apply by May 4th. You get $1,000 if you watch all of the movies in the order that they came out. So you can't go back and forth. You have to watch them actually in the order that they came out.
I have not seen one Star Wars.
So you can make $1,000 if you watch it. They said it comes out to about $40 an hour based on the amount of time the movies are, the amount of time you have to do. I'm assuming you're going to have to give them some feedback, but we'll get to the link.
That means you have to watch it.
You got to watch them.
I watch it. Give me the website. I've never watched it.
9
I've
movies.
heard of it.
Wow. Disney Plus.
No, I'd rather do the $1,000. I'll watch 9 hours.
That's like nothing for you. That's a weekend.
Popcorn. Yeah, I could binge watch. I watched 13 years of The Walking Dead in 3 days.
So let's find the link for you and you can apply. Can you imagine?
I'll do it.
You've never seen any of them.
Is Star Wars good?
Excuse me?
I've never seen it.
Say that again?
I've never seen it.
Any of them?
Any of them. Not the first,
Not even
the
with your
last.
boys? Nothing?
They were not into Star Wars.
Wow.
All I can say is
Wow. I know.
the sequel, like the new 3 movies. The first one was alright. The last 2 weren't, man.
See, the advantage that you'll have is you'll have them all. For me, because I lose track of things and I forget, and the next one comes out like 10 years later, then I got to remember it and put all the pieces back together. But you get to watch them in the sequence, and you're going to understand.
In order they came out in?
Order they came out in.
They're going to give me the sequence?
It's
In the order they came, yeah.
episodes 4,
4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3,
and then
7, 8, 9.
4, 5,
4, 5,
6.
6 first?
Yeah.
Yep.
What, they don't know how to count?
And then they go back to like the
That's how they
prequels.
originally came out. So.
Yeah, that's the story. That
So 4, 5, 6 first. and
What? 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
We're going to find the link for you
mental
to
stuff.
apply.
Okay, I'm in. I've never.
That'd be a whole lot of fun.
See you. Take care.
I'm going to miss you guys.
We're going to
We're
miss
gonna
you too, but we'll see you tomorrow.
Don't cry too much. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
All right, so what's our first segment coming up?
So today we're going to do something a little bit different. You know, the network, we've been talking about the network, and then we have the network going on in California. It's doing very, very well. And some of the shows that we have singers, and we've had them here. They've been on other shows. And the Sound Studio, which
Song
played
Studio.
last night. Song Studio, which played last night. And Jay actually put it together.
Nice job you
on
did
a
too,
tape.
yeah.
I was so impressed that today's show is going to be dedicated to bits and pieces of these shows that we have on the network. And we're going to be opening up with Johnny Melnick. Johnny doesn't even know. I sent him a text. He didn't write me back. They're going to do the show. The midday show is going to be a bunch of different shows with us in between. Baxton, Mr. Blue Man over there that drinks blue milk, is going to be singing in some pieces as well. So we're going to open up.
Kind of like the best of Amp Media Productions.
We're going to open up with Jake on the Lake, their music.
Jake on the Lake, his music is incredible. And actually, G-Man was in yesterday and he was trying to download some of the music from his Spotify account.
That's right. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to try to do something with Jake on the Lake somewhere in some lake. Got to find a lake.
I think they have a lake, so.
So then we'll have to get a boat, a tugboat. Baxton will be out there with a camera.
Should we roll it?
So are you guys ready? Okay, so let's roll it and we'll see you back in a little bit.
On the lake.
You got to move in a positive direction. You got to move away from negative infection. You got to move
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he won holy roller. He got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He ran no shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. Yeah. He back production, he got Warren's gumbo, he got oh no sideball, he won spinal cracker, he got feet down below and he hold you in his arms till you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me. Come on, Jay. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he won mojo filter, he say 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking cause he's so out of sea. Come together right now over me. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. I said come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Oh, come together, yeah. Come together right now over me. Last night we let it talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't no way, yeah. No way it was our last night against your lips. Made you grip the sheets with your fingertips. Last bottle of Jack, we split a bit. Just talking about life, going sip for sip. Yeah, you know you love to fight. And I say stuff I don't mean, but I'm still gonna wake up on you and me. I know that last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't no way, no way it was our last night. No way it was our last night. No way it was the last night that we break up. I see your tail lights in the dust. You call your mama, I call your bluff. In the middle of the night, pull her right back up. Yeah, my friends say let her go. Your friends say what the hell, I wouldn't trade your kind of love for nothing else. Oh baby, last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't no way, yeah. No way it was our last night. We said we had enough. I can't remember everything we said, but we said too much. I know you packed your stuff and slammed the door right before you left. But baby, something's telling me this ain't no way, yeah. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last night. I know you said this time you really weren't coming back again. But baby, something's telling me this ain't no way, yeah. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last night.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back. How'd you like Jake on the Lake?
I think he's fantastic. I love when I get to go out and hear music. Next week, I've got someone new coming into the studio. His name is Bradley Morales. He is a rapper, but he raps all about positive things that are going on in life. What happens after a breakup and finding yourself, and he's really done the work. We're actually going to get a caught-up segment with his sister, who we had on 8 years ago. And she's just incredible. We met her, and she was in the system at JAFCO at the time. And she has now graduated college. She's working on her second master's degree in industrial psychology. So we're going to catch up with her.
When we were at the
iHeart.
Yeah.
And I believe she must have been, 16 at the time. She's now 25. She graduated high school. She's been adopted. She graduated college, 1 master's and 2 masters. And there's actually a program, I'll let her fill you in, that if you have been in the system in Florida for more than 6 months, FIU does not ask for a penny for school degrees. So she's gone to college and grad school because she's been in the system through FIU, and she's just doing fantastic.
Really good stuff.
She's been a speaker for the Dave Thomas Foundation. She's talked about adoption and what that's like for her and for everybody else. So she's coming on, and Bradley's coming on. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
A whole lot of fun. And Jake on the Lake, we're going to try to bring you more of Jake on the Lake. We'd like to do something more with them. And those clips were courtesy of a show we produce called?
The Song Studio.
You know, I can never remember.
Why?
That. I don't know.
What do you call
Too
it?
many S's. I call everything but the Song
You
Studio.
call it the Sound Studio, which could be the Sound Stage also.
Sound, song. But Johnny Melnick does a nice job, and we borrowed that, and Jay put that together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the next segment is one close to the heart because it's May 14th. And what's happening May 14th?
Right around the corner, we've got the J.C. Dreesen concert, Hollywood to Broadway Part 2, May 14th at 7:30 at the Movies of Delray, right here in Delray Beach on Atlantic and the Turnpike. So coming out, if you have not ever seen J.C., you have to come out and see her perform. She can take you from laughing to tears to the memories of the movie clips behind her that our crew has put together. Worked so hard on putting all of these pieces together. She did Hollywood to Broadway Part 1 last summer. She did a Veterans Day show, and now she's doing Part 2. It's going to be spectacular and a whole lot of fun. JC always brings it. And actually, tomorrow night, she's going to be doing a show right here in the studio. And thank you to her sponsor, Les Sorel and Boca Raton, for all of the great music that we hear.
A lot of people don't know that JC actually films that show here every other Thursday night. You can come in. You're more than welcome and invited to come in and check out the live music. But May 14th at events.amp2.tv, you can get your tickets. We have the concert starting at 7:30. That's a Tuesday night. When you order it, you put your stuff in there. You hit the little card to give you a credit card number, and we go in that direction. It is the third of a series of 3 that we've done with her. Yeah. And it's been a fantastic ride with JC because it implements a lot of segments behind the deal. And the kids in there, they're working nonstop to get the segments, the video. It's a movie production. It's Mother's Day celebration. It's pictures, red carpet, the whole 9 yards. You don't want to miss it.
It's a whole lot of good stuff.
So we're going to leave you with some.
What are you wearing? You have any idea? You getting all dressed up, doing nicey nice?
I'm thinking of coming in a bathing suit with a floppy hat.
Baxter would say, hey, don't do that.
Actually, I'm thinking of wearing that cafe jacket that they're working on.
Those are nice, right?
Those cut-off
Are you going to get those hand-painted? Or
unless you're going to paint it by hand. Is it paint by numbers?
Nathan paints by hand. That's what Nathan does.
I don't think Nathan paints. Nathan, you paint by hand?
Yeah, that's what he does.
I don't know. That's a whole lot of...
That's why I'm asking you how you're going to get that actually on a jacket.
I'm thinking of melting it on there.
Oh, no, he paints.
Well, we're going to talk about that, and we'll discuss that in the morning show because I'm going to tell you it's a masterful piece of art that he's doing. But that's just some of the things that we do here that we're trying to highlight and bring to life. So we're going to play a little JC entertainment for you. Again, events.amp2.tv is the site to get your ticket. But check out some of these cuts.
Gonna love it. Here she is, JC Dreesen.
And we'll be back afterwards.
Melody, I hear that haunting melody. It's in my reverie. It says we'll never part. Can't you see that we can spend eternity? Our lives were really meant to be together from the start. No one else could fill my life with ecstasy. No one else, it seems, could make me care. What is left is just a memory that's so empty and so unfair. Melody, I'll write another melody, and this time from the start you'll see I'll write it from the heart, and words that say come to me, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? and say, come to me. Words that say, come to me, come to me, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me.
All right, so this one goes out to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. I was a sculptor, and again, no, or a man who makes potions on a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of these verses, well, they've got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. he's a fool. Don't I know it? But a fool can have his charms. I'm in love, and don't I show it like a babe in arms. Love's the same old sad sensation. Lately, I've not slept a wink since this half-pint imitation put me on the brink. I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Am I? Couldn't sleep, wouldn't sleep when love came and told me I shouldn't sleep. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Am I? Lost my heart, but what of it? He's cold, I agree. He can laugh, but I love it. Although the laughs on me, I'll sing to him each spring to him and long for the day when I'll cling to him, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Am I? Well, maybe. Men are not a new sensation. I've done pretty well, I think. But this half-pint imitation put me on the brink. I've sinned a lot, I mean a lot, and now I'm not sweet 17, a lot, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered.
JC Dreesen presents Broadway to Hollywood Part 2, a one-night-only event on Tuesday, May 14th at 7:30 p.m. at the Movies of Delray in Delray Beach, Florida. All produced by Amp Media Productions. For more information and to purchase your tickets, visit events.amp2.tv. Again, that's events.amp2.tv. Don't miss the one-night-only event with a performance by JC Dreesen. See you there.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created a foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to stephaniejaffeart.com.
Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back.
I love that commercial too.
But before we get there, again, JC Dreesen, get your tickets, events.amp2.tv is the place. Those are some nice cuts.
Nice job.
Nice new video that we have up there as well.
But come on in tomorrow night. She's airing live at 7:30 right here at Amp Media Studios. It also airs on True Oldies Radio, 6 radio stations, FM and HD from North Miami all the way up to Fort Pierce. So if you're looking for some radio advertising, come on in, listen to JC, have some fun, have some music, maybe open a bottle of wine or something.
Maybe 2.
Back to Thursday nights.
Maybe a little brandy. Maybe Baxton's specialty.
And you know, while you're getting ready with that glass of wine, Mother's Day is right around the corner. The Chocolate Spectrum, located in Jupiter. You just saw their new commercial. What makes this chocolate store so special is every single person that is employed there is on the autism spectrum. Valerie Herskowitz, she created the Chocolate Spectrum for her son Blake to give him an outlet, something that he loved to do. And more young adults came forward, and they are all employed. All the money that comes into the Chocolate Spectrum and their foundation goes back to keeping these young minds, these young adults employed with a purpose and a passion for getting up every morning, learning life skills, collaborating, leadership, and everything it takes to have a job and make some friends along the way. So we're going to be doing a remote up there. I need to check with the crew on a Friday, I'm thinking in May. I don't know if we're going to get there before Mother's Day, but online orders, shop.thechocolatespectrum.com. I'm going to be ordering my Mother's Day gifts to send to my mom and my mother-in-law over there, and maybe some in the studio. The chocolate's delicious. It's filled, they've got these truffles that are filled with either white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk. They even have, for you, by special request, diabetic-friendly chocolate with no sugar added.
Wow. Yeah, it's a whole package. It's really good. It's a good cause as well, to show some love and at the same time show a gift for mom. And in that realm also, neuropathy. We have the Lighthouse Medical Group.
I was thinking maybe you should go check it out.
I'm thinking I should. You know, I finally saw the commercial play, and it talks about neuropathy. And unless you have it, you really can't even explain what you go through on having it. So there are pains that come out of your foot and you don't know why, or your hands. They come out of nowhere. So check out Lighthouse Medical Group, new sponsor to
Song Studio.
See,
I spoke with them yesterday. They've got physicians, they've got a chiropractic physician, and one that only specializes in knees and neuropathy, which is pretty interesting. So I was thinking maybe you should go check that out.
Well, I don't have my knees problem.
But your feet.
But your feet problem. But anybody that has diabetes, you want to get ahead of the game. You want to see these folks that help you with any aches and pains that are beginning to develop as well. And you get a little bit of information which will resolve a lot of pain and problems in the future. So welcome aboard the Lighthouse Medical Group.
And next week, we've got one of our new producers, Helga, and I can't pronounce her last name, but she is going to be part of Mrs. America International. And her video, her release video has been approved. So when she's in on Monday, we're going to be airing that and let her talk through it and what it's like. She's Mrs. Kazakhstan, which is pretty exciting.
And the other piece that I wanted to congratulate is I hear that Taylor's coming back to sing a few songs. So that's going to be another segment that we're going to be doing on the network as well. We have people that are doing videos, like Baxton are doing videos to all these songs. We recorded 3 yesterday. We had 3 from before in the can. I spoke to Johnny on Johnny Melnick's show. They're going to be highlighted. And on this show, they're going to be highlighted with music to play for your entertainment. So a whole lot of good stuff coming. Now, next segment is going to be the Reinvented Life Network.
I am so excited about this network because if you don't even realize it, but if you think about your life, we reinvent ourselves over and over again through every stage. I don't know if men do as much. You have, because you've had 5,275 jobs. 78. But women, for sure, have reinvented themselves over and over again. I think men, again, not you, but a lot of men of our generation, they have a job or profession, and they stay with that for their eternity. Whether
men do it too. You become a dad, you reinvent your life.
But for women, it's different now with their generation. But mine, it was, we didn't all go into the workforce like primarily men did, right? That's what our gender roles were at the time. And then we raised our kids. Maybe we worked one job, the kids raised, we did another job. Then third phase of life, you do something else. The Reinvented Life talks about all of that, their network. There's 3 shows right now. It's the Reinvented Life with Pamela Chanel David, who's also created the network, Beach Jam Media with Jennifer Corbin Carson, and then we have on Thursdays, it is Hello, Your Health is Calling, which is pretty exciting.
All good stuff. And we're actually going to be airing the second one.
You've
tomorrow?
got Hello, Your Health is Calling on this
Tomorrow?
segment coming up, and tomorrow is going to be Beach Jam Media back-to-back with Hello, Your Health is Calling. So they're going to be back-to-back 10:30 and 11. And a big part of that is the military with Beach Jam Media with Jennifer. She was in the military for 13 years. She was now a consultant. And what it's like when you're actually serving and to come back and to get a job stateside, what that looks like to get reacclimated into your family life, to be back stateside, to get a regular job, to be part of regular society and reinvent yourself.
Now, the Reinvented Life, the first part of this deal is an interview with a very interesting lady from overseas.
Okay.
So check it out. We're going to be playing 3 segments on this, and we'll come back to wrap up the show. But these are 3 important deals that we thought would provide some information and a lot of accompany wheels with this stuff. So just check this out.
Check it out.
Well, good morning, everyone from California, right outside of San Francisco. This is Pamela Chanel David, founder of the Reinvented Life Network, and bringing you this Reinvented Life show every week. And I do not even want to waste a second today on an introduction. I do always want to welcome our listeners and our viewers, but I want to bring our guest on today because I want to maximize our time together. This guest, you are in for a treat, is coming to you today from Dubai, and I cannot wait to bring her on. She is founder and CEO of Kennedy Communication Studio International. Patty, welcome. Patty Kennedy, that's a little bit of a tongue twist there. Welcome to the Reinvented Life show. As I say, all the way from Dubai this morning.
That's why we're kindred spirits. Yeah.
We are, and it's so interesting, you know, this is so amazing when you think about the origins of our friendship, our partnership, our everything started online. And we met just prior to COVID, formed a relationship during that incredible time. And I'd like to open it up today, maybe from how that journey started, where you were 4 years ago at the time of COVID, where you had been, where you ended up, and how you have now transformed your life and are in Dubai. So share with everyone else.
Well, 4 years ago at this time, I was actually living in Oman, which is one of the countries that borders UAE. And I had come from Vancouver, Canada, my hometown. I'd been coming to the Middle East a fair bit, but I this time was on a little bit of a speaking tour, and I had a speaking gig up in England. And then from there, I was to come down and go to do some work in Bahrain. But I really love the country of Oman. So I thought, well, let me just stop in Oman. I came with 1 suitcase because I was only going to be gone for a few weeks. And I no sooner got to, well, by the time I got to Oman, this was no longer coronavirus. This was now COVID. And it was now becoming a global concern. So after my stay in the UK, you know, in the winter, it was in February, and I always laugh because being a good Canadian, I have to say the people in the UK just don't know how to heat their homes in the winter. And I always get a cold and I always lose my voice. So by the time I got down to Oman, everybody was talking about isolating and, you know, putting yourself in kind of quarantine. And I was coughing on the plane on the way down, and people were kind of looking at me. And I thought, when I get to Oman, I had a couple of weeks before I was to go to Bahrain. And I thought, well, let me just put myself in quarantine just to be certain. And for 14 days. And on the 14th day, boom, they locked down Oman. And that was it. And you had to stay right where you were. You couldn't even go out without a family member to go to the store. So you can imagine, I didn't have a family member. I did have a business associate there who was able to help me. So that was it. I never did get back to Canada, and it's well over 4 years now since I've been there. And to be honest with you, I don't really have any plan on going back. I was 2 years, just about 2 years. Well, overall, with a small break, I was just over 2 years in Oman. I love Oman, beautiful country. Everybody should go see it because it's such an interesting place. However, not very conducive to a woman of my age, and I'm a widow. I don't really know why that made a difference, but it made a difference, I guess, because there was no man going to take care of me. And an entrepreneur. So I was over 65. I was a widow when I was an entrepreneur. And at that time in Oman, those were like 3 strikes against you. And I kept hearing about Dubai. Now, I had been in Dubai, and I thought, I don't really want to live there because Dubai is like another great big city in the desert, like a great big, huge Las Vegas. Whereas in Oman, they don't have any buildings taller than 8 stories, with the exception of a couple of hotels. And it's all done in the old architecture. So it's very magical. But as it happened, I just was wasting 2 years. At my age, I can't waste 2 years trying to get work visas. So I came up to Dubai and boom, in a matter of a few days, everything was all set to go. And I am an official resident. I had Kennedy Communication Studio for many years in Canada. I added the international on it here when it became an official Emirati company. So I am the owner and founder of an Emirati company, which I have to say is a little bit of a feather in my cap because I'm not a spring chicken. But a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do, you know, and that's what I chose to do. And I love it.
Amazing. Just amazing to just think that we never know what life will bring. And that's so much about what the reinvented life is to really celebrate that journey. And from the moment we met and we've engaged together in, you know, networking groups, thought leader groups, conversations on our own. And even though we are halfway across the world from one another, you always feel close. And I think that is such a gift as to who you are. And if you could just let people know, because I love from the moment I met you and heard the term your brave voice, and I was fascinated. What is Kennedy Communication? What is this Studio International? What's this all about? So if you could share your work, it's really a culmination of life work.
It is actually. I guess I might as well just be honest. It's been 52 years that I have been a coach, although I started out as a figure skating coach because I was one of Canada's top figure skaters in those days, probably in the top 10 in the country. I ended up disabled and I could no longer compete and actually skate, so I began coaching. But I continued. I still do have some issues with a chronic pain disorder, and it just progressed, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I thought, now what am I going to do? But I had a really great mom who raised 4 kids on her own. And she didn't want anybody to know that we came from the wrong side of the tracks. So every day after dinner, we had elocution lessons. She would give us a question. We had to stand up and give a talk, impromptu. She really wanted us to be good speakers. And so when I lost my skating, and I had been writing pretty much since I was about 14, I guess. When I lost my skating, that was when it took me a while. I'm making it sound like it happened overnight. I'm giving the Reader's Digest version here. But I discovered that I had always been pretty darn good at writing and at speaking and communicating. So I started out, I guess the original Kennedy Communication Studio was maybe in the early 80s sometime. And I was working with master's degree students and PhD candidates, helping them, first of all, write their theses and their dissertations. And then I realized they don't have a clue how to stand up and give a presentation and defend. So then I started teaching them speaking. And there was also coinciding with that, people always said, Patty, you have a really good voice for radio. And I was always thinking, well, does that mean I don't have a very good face for TV? But finally, in 1990, I decided this illness wasn't going anywhere. And no matter how sick I got, I always had my voice. So I enrolled at the National Institute of Broadcasting in Toronto in Canada, and probably the best decision I ever made. And so from there, I began to really include voice, because nobody talks really about voice. And it's the superpower. I mean, the ability of this magnificent instrument and how it can help you in sales, in anything you want to do, because you can persuade. I mean, if you have a really scratchy, a lot of people do, they have terrible voices, and then people just don't want to listen, right? It's like, ah. So over the years, I got into coaching leadership and communication, because you can't have one without the other. To be a good communicator doesn't mean you have to be a leader, but to be a good leader, you have to be a good communicator. So I started getting into that, always including voice. And I have a coach. When I was living in Oman, I'm at this age, I still have coaches. And he said, Patty, when you talk about leadership and strategic communication, I know you love it, but when you talk about women and voice, you just light up. He said, why don't you just focus on that? So I did. And I'm an old feminist, so I like to hear women speaking up. And I did some research, and I discovered some not very pleasant things. For example, when women are in the minority, 75% of the time, we will either remain silent or we will speak about 80% less than the men. And there are all these statistics, and I thought, why? And I remembered my mom saying, you were born with a voice, you have a God-given right to use your voice. My mom had a magnificent voice. And I started to think about it, and I thought, well, I don't want to call it your authentic voice. I mean, that word authentic is just everybody, it doesn't even mean anything after a while. And I thought, well, why aren't women speaking up? And I thought, because we're scared. I used to be scared. Many women are, men too, but I'm talking about women. And that's when it came to me, your brave voice. And I realized that the first thing I had to do was to bring in some good old feminist philosophy, which went over well. Even in Saudi Arabia, the men loved it. I was shocked. And so the first part of that work is helping women uncover what I call the trinity of self-awareness, knowing and being able to declare to the world what is true about me. And that's a series of I am statements. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am brave. I always encourage women to do this. And sometimes in the class, the most accomplished women are doing it. They're declaring, and their tears are pouring down their cheeks. And they're highly accomplished women. So, and then, do you know that when interviewed, apparently, I saw a speaker, I was sharing a stage with somebody, and she said this, and I almost cried. She said that when interviewed or asked, only 4% of women will admit to being beautiful.
Hello? Your Health is Calling, where holistic health meets practical solutions for your well-being. With your host, speaker, New York Times bestselling author, Sue Kostick, a seasoned holistic health practitioner and longevity coach. Join Sue each week to embark on a journey to uncover the root causes of your health concerns. Through a personalized approach, learn how to decode the messages your body is sending and craft natural protocols to address them. Call in live at 888-994-4995 Studio A.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Hello, Your Health is Calling. I'm Sue Kostick. I'm an integrative health practitioner, and we have been on a little bit of a journey talking about gut health. And last week, I'm just going to recap a little bit because they do kind of flow into one another. So last week, we started with the de-stress protocol. And the very first letter of that acronym the D is for diet. And we dove in a little bit about our diet and how crazy the whole diet industry is. And when we talk about diet, I am not talking about doing something to drastically change your body. What I'm talking about is the food that we put in our mouth on a daily basis. And literally, the beginning of any transformation is going to be your diet. I am sure that you have heard that muscles are built in the kitchen. And if you haven't, that is a true statement. You can knock yourself out in the gym as much as you want, but if your diet is crap, then you're not going to have the results you want. So, just to recap what we talked about last week, basically eat whole foods. Eat from the earth, eat what eats from the earth. And another fun little saying that I love to say is that you're really not what you eat, you are what you eat eats. So when you're eating a whole food diet, make sure you know the source. If it's plants and if it's vegetables and fruits, then make sure that they're organic and they haven't been sprayed with pesticides. I know there's a little bit of confusion between the non-GMO sticker that you see on a lot of things, and there are some differences. It doesn't necessarily mean that it hasn't been sprayed with pesticides, so you want to be really careful about that. 0 to very little processed foods. Start falling in love with cooking your own meals. I know a lot of people will say, I don't have time, but honestly, you can make time. Eating at home is going to be your best friend when you're trying to do any kind of getting back to healthy or transformation. You know, when we talk about the eating organic, there is a website that you can go to. It's called the Environmental Working Group. Their website is ewg.org, and they have the Clean 15 Dirty Dozen list. So every year they update the fruits and vegetables that are oversprayed with pesticides and the ones that you're really not able to wash off. It doesn't matter how many baking soda soaks you do, it's not going to wash off. So that's a really good reference when you're looking to eat more organically. And try not to fry your food. When you fry your foods, the oil soaks in. We're not always using the best quality oils. So if you want to add oil into your diet, a good olive oil, coconut oil, sesame oil, then just drizzle it over your food after you cook it. Drizzle it over your vegetables. Those are some really good tips on how you can just start incorporating these small things into your diet. And we didn't mention it last week, but water. Water is super important. The rule of thumb is half of your body weight in ounces. And if you are one of those people that is going to tell me, I just have to spend all the time in the bathroom because I drink so much water, then that's a really great indication that you're not absorbing the water. So add some electrolyte, add a pinch of salt, a squeeze of lemon, and that's going to allow your cells to really soak up that water and be healthy. So that's kind of a recap of last week. This week, the next letter in the de-stress protocol is E, and that's for exercise. So after this commercial break, we are going to dive into exercise.
Here to assist you. Reach out to Sue for practical health solutions guided by her professional training as a holistic coach. Sue specializes in identifying the underlying causes of health issues and restoring balance. Don't let your health concerns impact your well-being. Contact Sue Kostick today at 917-362-5176 or via email at sue@symmetryhealthandwellness.com and take the first step towards a healthier, happier you.
Network. Tune in Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You've been watching Hello, Your Health is Calling. Join me as we dive into the realms of longevity, nutrition, stress management, and toxin removal, all without the use of harsh pharmaceuticals. And now, back to the show.
So the exercise part of the de-stress protocol. So just like diets, exercise is super confusing. There is so much information. All you have to do is open your Facebook, your Instagram, and you have got a world of influencers telling you how to exercise, the best way to exercise for weight loss, weight gain, longevity. So I just want to take a little bit of a deep dive into this subject. And I am going to be looking at some notes because I don't want to miss any of this important information. So let's just start off. And what do we got? We've got HIIT, we've got Pilates, we've got killing yourself in the gym for 2 hours. You know, one of the things that I come across a lot in my practice is people actually will use exercise as punishment. And, you know, punishment for making poor choices either that day or the day before. And it's really kind of you're going backwards. And so I want to just like debunk a lot of myths about exercise. And we were made to move. You know, 2,000 years ago, people were getting 20,000 steps a day because that's everybody just moved. And so exercise should really mimic body movement, and it should be a form of enjoyment, because if you know, don't use it, you lose it. I want to just, for example, there's 2 examples of 2 men in their 90s. Now, one has been very active for his whole life. He was an athlete. He once retired, was a triathlete, kept up a really good diet, moved all the time, and he is still making movies and he is still producing. So I'm talking about Clint Eastwood. Okay, he's, I think, 92. And then there is the second 92-year-old, and that is my father-in-law. And this is a personal story. And he was active at a young age, but then stopped with the activities, stopped with daily walks, no motivation, and he is 92, he has dementia, and he does not move. He is not wheelchair bound, but he does not move on a regular basis. He has to use a walker. So those are 2 very extreme examples, but it's super important when you're thinking, especially if there are any listeners that are in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, because what you're doing now is going to greatly impact you in your future. And, you know, I get a lot of eye rolls about that, but it is very true. You can't just bank on the fact that you played football in high school and college. You know, that's probably a bad example because those injuries are probably going to catch up with you later in life too, but you get what I mean. So, you know, there's really 3 types of people and exercise. There's the sedentary, and those are the ones that just don't move. They either say they don't have time or they just hate exercise. And, you know, I actually kind of have a personal affinity with this group because I'm not really a huge fan of exercise. I like to walk, I like to hike, but if you were to say, Sue, you need to get on this exercise program 4 days a week and do these specific things, I probably would push back and say, sorry, that's not for me. So for those people that don't enjoy exercise or think they don't enjoy exercise, it's really important that you find something that you really do love doing. And even if it is walking outside in nature, I mean, that walking is one of the best forms of exercise. The American Heart Association has all these statistics about it.
Welcome to Beach Jam Media, your resource-driven oasis with your host, Jennifer Corbin Carson. Join us each week as we dive into hot topics and essential materials for individuals and businesses. We invite you to get your feet wet and explore life's offerings. From insightful discussions to practical advice, we're here to navigate the tides of change together. Come join us for Beach Jam Media, where knowledge flows endlessly and where the currents of insight never stop. So come on, let's get our feet wet and explore what's waiting for us on the beach.
Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry for the delay today. I am so excited to be here. On the flip side, I am so nervous, so bear with me. I never thought I'd be a podcaster. That was never on my radar, you know. So, but that's what this is all about, This is all about change and reinvention and what washes up on shore for you and the opportunities that you have. So, being a grandma, a wife, a mother, a homeschooler, a veteran, a coach, and an entrepreneur, I never thought I'd be here. I never thought that a podcast was in my future. But as an entrepreneur and, just being a human being, change is necessary and reinvention is necessary. And all of those things that I listed, the wife, the mom, the grandma, all of those things don't define me. I want to make that clear, but they don't define me, but they add to my experiences, which enhances my perspective, right? So when you have all these experiences, it goes towards your perspective of life and how you're going to live your life and what you're going to do from here. So we saw a need to bring this podcast to everybody, and that need was resources for your life and how to navigate it when you don't know how. So, for example, veterans, we will have a minute or a space in the podcast where I will give resources for veterans, daycare, just whatever happens in your life that you don't know where to turn. And we will try to have those resources available to you so you can reach out to whoever you need to help you along your journey. So when I said we, I meant Pamela Chanel David. And she is the founder of the Reinvented Life Network, where Beach Jam Media is part of. And I am proud to say that she is one of my very good friends. And she actually thought of this podcast. And I was hesitant at first, but then I got a message in church one day that's this little voice came to me and said, trust those who are put into your life to help you on your journey. And here we are. So Pamela Chanel David, thank you so much for being my friend and being the best entrepreneur you can be. So here we are, Chanel.
It's so incredible
What do you think?
to be here. First of all, it's so incredible to be here. And, I think about 4 years ago, pre-pandemic, by about a month, right? I walk in, I'm at an event in Florida at this resort. I walk into the bar. There's a gal sitting there at the bar by herself. I walk over, I take a seat next to you, and that was it. And talk about like a divine appointment. That was a divine appointment.
Absolutely.
And here we are through the pandemic, through it all. And I knew the resources that you have, the person that you are, and who you are becoming was so important to be part of this network. Because as we grow this Reinvented Life Network, it's about bringing stories, it's about bringing people, it's about bringing resources. It's about a place that people can go to that they know they are going to be leveled up. And that's what you do in life. That's what you do in our friendship. That's what you do in your community. I know that's what you do in your family. And it is the absolute perfect alignment to have you on the show. So we met on the beach in Naples, Florida, and here we are giving birth as we speak to a media company. And
absolutely.
I'm very I'm just very excited for you and very excited to bring what you are up to in life front and forward, because today it is all about who we are being. I always say, right? It's not about what we're doing. We're not human doings. We're human beings. And so here you are with all of the to-do list every single day, like all of us have. But when we can move that, when we can transform that into not what we're doing, but who we're being to others, and your heart is bigger than that ocean I am looking at. You have the biggest heart. I am so proud of not just this association, but of our friendship and of our connection. So absolutely love it. So thrilled for you to bring Beach Jam to the network.
And thank you for having us or having this podcast, because without you, really, I would have never thought about it. I would have never said, hey, let's do this. Yeah, that's not, sorry, I forgot to mute my phone. See, life, right?
Right. This is about real people, real stuff. So
right, absolutely. And more of a conversation than, say, here's what to do. It's more of a conversation starter, and what questions to ask, and how you get from point A to point B, and what experiences do we have. And because all of our experiences are different. And that's what I was talking about, about the perspective. Each one of our experiences are different. So that shapes our perspective, right? So how do you grow when we all have different perspectives?
Absolutely. Well, that's the key. And that was the thought behind the show is, I know the hats you're wearing every day. I know as a mom, as a grandmother, as homeschooling an 11-year-old, participating in all of the community activities, running a business, and all that you have to contend with for yourself as a disabled veteran. And I think when you combine all of that together, you are the epitome of someone that has been doing, as I talked about, and you're transforming that into being. How can I be there for others? First of all, yourself. And as you're there for yourself, and as you strengthen yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, you will do even more for others. And I love every time I talk to you, I don't know if you're going to be with the 4-H, if you're going to be at archery, if you're going to be doing a homeschool lesson, if you're going to be with your 2-year-old granddaughter, if you're going to be tending to the chickens, if you're going to be corralling the dogs. But the point is that these are everyday, moment by moment experiences. And I think as the show unfolds and more people can say, how do I balance being all of that? That's what you're here to bring. And how you've had to really, by trial and error, I guess would be the best way to do it, figure out certain things. I know and we'll talk about those as the show goes on, you've had health concerns, and you've had benefits, veteran benefits, as an example, that you've had to figure out. And now you have partnered with places in your communities that are everywhere. And you've actually done so much research yourself that I think as you have the different shows to bring all of that forward, you're just going to be of greater and greater help to people.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. And, that's kind of hard to say, but I'm working on that too. But but I think it all starts with the question of, how do I do this? And you go from there. But I found that through the years that's what I'm good at. I'm good at research. And so all of this information that I've gathered doing my disability paperwork I can't be the only one that has come into problems. For example, I spent 2 hours on the phone with Verizon yesterday. So everybody has these experiences like we were just talking about. And yes, it's all different. But I think we can give, and this, and I'm just thinking out loud, but this is what we were thinking about when we were brainstorming about the show, is that we can give people resources based on our experiences. And us too, being from, Chanel will be on the show a lot, and I love that. But we come from two different backgrounds.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk amazing. And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
No.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Then hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Broken Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy S and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
0-0 start. The opening of a pickleball game where anything can happen. And it does for Olivia, a lonely widow, when she meets the very handsome Mac Jackson at the pickleball courts. She's ready for love, but when Mac is accused of attempted rage, their lives unravel. Harsh publicity and the arrival of Olivia's estranged sister, who has secrets of her own, made clearing Mac a challenge. Not everybody loves each other in the story, but they all love pickleball. And the plot just zips along through the constant gatherings for pickleball at Calusa Park and Boynton Beach, which is a real pickleball haven in Palm Beach County. Now available on Amazon, paperback/Kindle, Apple iBooks, Scribd, and Smashwords.
Welcome to the Pickleball Garden, your #1 place for all things pickleball. We are a private pickleball court event space available for your needs. Corporate event, birthday party, tournaments, and more. You can do it all here at the Pickleball Garden. Contact us at pickleballgarden@gmail.com for more information or to book an event. You can follow us on Instagram at Pickleball Garden to see all that's going on. See you in the garden.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back, and that was the trifecta of
the Reinvented Life Network.
It's kind of cool to see the whole thing unfold. We have other networks that we're working on. They're going to bring to the stage as well. We're just trying to let you know that we do more than just the show. That what you see here and what you've been seeing for the last 8 years is one thing, but everything behind the scene, all of the stuff that we do, we got concerts, we have other shows. We even had a gentleman open up a new Mediterranean restaurant right down the street on 20th Street. It is Abi Dhabi? No.
No, that's what you call him.
I know, but what was his name? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's the name of the...
I don't know. I don't have...
On the genie in a bottle, Halibadi? No. Anyway, 20th Street.
Alibaba?
Alibaba.
Ali.
Just ask for Ali. Yes, it's called Real Food Restaurant right here on 20th Street. It's a good friend. Ali is his name. I call him Alibaba. He's going to be popping in here and we're going to have tasting. If I had known you were bringing all those people, I would have had him bring food today. Right. But I didn't know.
Surprise!
And Dawn the Book is going to actually have 27 people today in studio. They're going to be all over the rafters and everything else. We're putting chairs up in the loft.
Yeah, for Faith Stories. All right, while we're talking to Dawn, tell us what's going on for Faith Stories today. I was pretty calm until I heard the keyboards coming, and then I was like, now.
Did you see Dawn's face?
I was like, what are you, insane? Yes, I'm insane, Dawn. But I didn't know. So this is all new to me, you guys. It's all new to me, so I'm learning. So yes, we have 8 people coming, including me, there's 9. And they are going to show prophetic art. Allegra was the one that taught them. And I asked them to come on and show their artwork, but then they also have 5 of them sing. I'm like, well, bring that too. We'll let them sing.
Oh, you know something? Oh. There's a new show that we're starting called Inside the Mind of an Artist.
Okay.
And it has to do with singing and art, people that do art.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be doing this, taping this on Fridays. And we're looking for artists. We're looking for musicians. You're bringing everything to the forefront.
Right.
Oh, we have to tape this.
I know.
So if you were planning on coming today, don't, because you won't fit. We'll have to put you in the lobby.
And the sign is right behind you, so don't
and
worry.
And there ain't no party till you hear that.
Oh my God! You know what? You live and you learn, and I'm going to grow from this experience. I always grow from each mess up or lack of knowledge.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to bring in 19 people. Do you know that growth goes in this direction, not this direction, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with bringing in 9. It's our job as a production house to get it done. And what an appropriate time and moment today, because we were talking about the network, for you to do what you're doing.
Sure.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, we are.
So tune in today at 3 o'clock for Faith Stories. And hopefully a new network coming out of this.
Right. And also, I have been working on remembering their names. I probably shouldn't say that because in case I mess them up, but hopefully I'll remember everybody's name. I'm trying to emulate Dawn because she's so impressive when she comes to the names of the guests, and it's like, how do you do that?
I hate it.
Oh
I
my
go
word.
AU1, AU2, AU3,
Or you
AU4.
give him
Like
give him
Alibaba,
nicknames.
but then he forgot the nickname, so.
No, his name is Ali.
Yes.
But I had to call him Alibaba because I couldn't remember
You
his
couldn't
name.
remember the name, exactly.
Hey.
So more to come with that.
Come by 2 o'clock, you can see Dawn have a nervous breakdown.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Dawn will have a breakdown, and then I'll be on camera.
And to make it even worse, the two of them are called Dawn. So when you call them, they both say yes.
Yes.
No, but I know she's usually it's her, not me. So.
Oh, not today. It's going to be
today.
you.
No, that's right.
Today it's on you.
You have 8 people coming.
They're going to hear Dawn. And it won't be you.
It's all right. It means he's not going to be sitting in the back today. It means he's going to be on the floor working it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I won't have a chair. I have to stand.
You're going to sit. You can't sit in the back. You'll be standing. All right, Bax, you're going to take us out?
Baxton, get up there. You know, the nice thing about today is that you had to experience a little bit about what we do. Front end, back end, everything in the middle. Faith Stories is on its own plane, doing really, really well. Congratulations again.
You know what's so great about Faith Stories is I was telling Dawn, there's no season for faith. It's not like you have to gear up for season and slow down for summer. Faith is faith, and it should be year-round, no matter what. So it's a perfect timing as we roll into our geographical summer to find some more faith to roll into everything you need to do to keep going.
Absolutely. And you're doing it well, so just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Just keep thinking bigger, because you know what?
Girl, don't say that to me.
You know what? What's the worst that happens is we have to figure out other ways to do this with
I
different
can move
studios.
furniture on the parking lot.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a new camera here by the end of next week. So
And
I just can't order it until next
We've
week.
put 50 people in here, so don't be fooled. You do what you do, and we'll take care of what
No,
needs to
he
be
moved
done.
it around. We moved stuff around, and we can fit more.
Yeah, no, I've seen. You've had
Exactly.
audiences, and yeah.
I
so.
just would like to watch a panic. It's no big deal. 9 is
You enjoy that? I
like
feel
to watch
bad.
it.
I didn't mean to have you guys
Not at
panic.
all. I like to watch it go, what? But when we've done this, we did Sabbath Spiritual, we had, 35 people in here.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem.
So
It's all good.
more to come.
All right, let's go to Baxton.
I just remember I have 2 guests coming.
That's okay.
But they're not on camera.
I have folding chairs, don't worry about it. I'll bring them. Baxton, are we ready to end the show?
Tune in today at 3 o'clock for Faith Stories. Baxton's going to take us out. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
As always, don't be late. Baxton, take it away.
Out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from gold, fallen from grace. God be my witness, I never shall yield till we come face to face, till we come face to face. He knows his way in the dark. Mine is the way of the Lord. Let those who follow the path of righteousness have their reward. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flames, the sword stars in your multitudes, scarce to be counted, filling the darkness with order and light. You Addison Mills, silent and sure, keep keeping watching the night, keeping watching the night. You know your place in the sky. You hold your course and your aim, and each in your season returns and returns, and it's always the same. And if you fall or lose or fail, you fall in flames. And so it must be, so it is written on the doorway to paradise. Let those who fall to those who fall must pay the Lord, find him, that I may see him, safe beyond bars. I will never rest till then. This I swear, this I swear by the Thank you very much. Love you all very much. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.